Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now today, the ODM party has reacted on the manner in which members of parliament voted on the financial bill 2023, which is so much impunitive and oppressive to the common Mwananchi. For ODM, they were against this bill, they don't want it to pass, and we anticipated that being in Azimio, they are going to vote against it. Remember, ODM had a presidential candidate in 2022 presidential election. So they have to lead by an example. And still up to now, because Raila was the candidate, he is still the leader of Azimio la Umoja. He's the man giving direction to the leadership together with the other principals in Azimio la Umoja. So if there is any kind of misbehavior in terms of coalition position, then if he says with the ODM, that's wrong. So today, ODM has decided to release a press statement, and in the statement, they are now commencing a disciplinary measures to members of parliament in ODM party who voted in favor of the William Ruto's impunitive financial bill. They have two categories of disciplinary in that list, as I've checked. The first category is of the 3 people who voted in favor of the bill, and the second category is of the 24 members of parliament who were absent during the voting time. That means a total of 27 members of parliament are going to face disciplinary measures. And this is a statement here. Press statement on the vote on Finance Bill 2023-2024. Is what they're saying. The party is in receipt of many complaints from its general membership regarding the conduct of its members of National Assembly during yesterday's vote on Finance Bill 2023. The party has therefore commenced disciplinary proceeding against the following members: those who voted for the bill. And these are people who are going to be the big casualty on this disciplinary process. Number 1, Honorable Esther Pasari, Countwoman Representative, Nairobi City County. Number 2, Honorable Aden Adwon Mohammed, Wajir South Constituency. Number 3, Elisha Ocheng Odhiambo, MP Game Constituency. Number 4, Honorable Caroline Omondi, MP Suba South Constituency. Those are, by that I said 3, there are 4. And I can tell you in this first group, people like Esther Pasari Esther Pasari is at risk. Another person is someone like Suba South MP, and Game Constituency MP. That's the first category. Those absent during the voting. Imeanza na John Mbadi, ODM chairperson. The list goes up to 14. We cannot read the entire list because our focus is not on the members. Our focus is on what is going to happen also. Now, before we go deeper into the reason why ODM is resolving to discipline this group of members of parliament, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to this discussion. Now, you will agree with me that any Azimio member of parliament who voted for that bill was showing a sign of betrayal to the party, to the coalition, and the common Mwananchi, who had put a trust in Azimio side because they knew this was the coalition that was against William Ruto's agenda. This was a coalition that was against William Ruto's financial bill. So most of Kenyans had put their hope on Azimio to counter this financial bill. And the other hope was that because the Kenya Kwanza side members of parliament, some of them had spoken against this bill, then if Azimio is going to oppose it, then some from Kenya Kwanza can follow the suit and vote in that direction. Because already the perception had already created. Just imagine a whopping 24 members of parliament absent during voting. It was by design, not a default. Then 4 of them just decided to vote in favor of that bill. Sasa niambie, hata yule mwenye alikuwa wa Kenya Kwanza na alikuwa anapiga kelele ya kwamba hii bila tutapigia kura, what will they do? Because people like Adonu Wamshomba had come out to speak about this issue. People like Kapuchai, member of parliament, Majimba Kalasinga, was loud and clear that he is going to vote against the bill. Then the opposite happened. Hata kama ilikuwa upiga against it, you will vote for it because those people whom you thought that they will be defying the party position, so they will be voting against the bill, are already supporting it. Some are absent by design. So ODM has decided to discipline people here. Because even the complaint has been within the ODM party, why should we entertain people who are not supporting the party agenda? And by the way, it is not only ODM party. I saw the Nandi Senator, Samson Cherargei, indicating that it is not going to stop from there. William Ruto is going to go down and discipline those members of parliament who voted against Kenya Kwanza agenda in the financial bill. That means even Ruto is going to discipline members of parliament. Sasa hapo ndo tumefika. I think starting by Esther Pasari, the only way to tame Esther Pasari is simple. Let Esther Pasari to go and support William Ruto. Let her be kicked out from ODM party. Her replacement is simple. Even in Jubilee party, when they were bringing out the new leadership in place, I never saw them mentioning Rachel Shebesh. But Shebesh has been there. Even after the election, she still supports Uhuru Kenyatta. ODM can just bring back Shebesh and replace Esther Pasari. Because now in Nairobi politics, you have to balance. Kama muko na governor mwenye ni Mkikuyu, ama kama ni Mluya hapo, Timu Wanyonyi, mkuwe na senator mwingine hapo from another tribe, alafu woman rep hapo. So hii kiti ya woman rep inakuanga ya Mount Kenya. From Shebesh to Pasari, it should go back to Shebesh. Shebesh can be recalled back to ODM party, and she can start her preparation for the next election, because Esther Pasari has proved she can never be. Imagine even someone like Beatrice Alachi, who seemingly has been gravitating towards William Ruto because they are trying to balance issues there. Ya kwamba tuko na Mudavadi pale, tuko na Wetangula pale, alafu tuko na Sakaja pale. Wote ni Waluya. So she's trying to a kind of balance, but still she could not vote in favor of this bill. That act alone is going to give more consideration to Beatrice Alachi than people like Esther Pasari, than people like these other individuals like Aden Adwon, people like Caroline Omondi, people like Elisha Ochieng. So Elachi, in her mind, she knew that this is Nairobi politics. How do you play it? The people who suffer the most in this country are people in Nairobi. Ukisema working class, ni hapo ndio wako. Ukisema hustlers, ni hapo. It is carrying everyone. Middle, those who are poor and the rich, wako hapo. But Esther Pasari has betrayed the entire Nairobi city county by voting in favor of this bill, because there's no one in Nairobi who was supporting this bill. So I can tell her here, the start of this disciplinary is the beginning of a replacement in the ODM party. And the replacement is simple. Rachel Shebesh is there. That one, she should take it to the bank. And she should be preparing to vie for the next election on UDA ticket. It was so much betraying to see this big group of people. And I think ODM is on the right trajectory. If they keep quiet, it will be seen as if Raila Odinga was compromised in one way or another to allow such things to happen. If they will do nothing. That is the perception in people's mind. That then it means there is in a way in which ODM party is trying to work chini ya maji with William Samoei Ruto. This is so much shameful. The 24 members of parliament have to come out and explain what happened. They have to come out and explain. And those who voted for this bill, they should just be kicked out. They have to look for their replacement. Because you cannot vote in favor of something that largely it has attracted a lot of backlash. We are seeing UDA preparing to discipline their own people. What do you anticipate for the Azimio side, especially in ODM? Because ODM is the big brother in Azimio. They had the presidential candidate. They have to be much more disciplined than any other person. If they do like this, how can you talk about those people in Jubilee Party who voted for this bill? What will you say? What will you say about someone in DAPK Party who voted for this bill? What can you say about the other people from Wiper Party who will vote for this bill? What will you say? ODM has shown one of the worst examples ever.